wanna talk about sports. They need a resource where they can come talk about sports. They really be talking, but we know the facts. Stacks, yeah, that's where it's at. We the hottest on the map. This is take on. This is take on. Yeah, they need a resource. We got you, just make up the choice. Who out here making that noise? This our Take On Sportz. This is take on. This is take on. This is take on. This is take on Sportz.
For October, we'll see, man. Let's hop on back to this next topic, though. This next topic is a big topic we got to talk about. We got to talk about, man, is BRYCE worth the price?
Oh my goodness, was BRYCE worth the price?
I mean, tell me, 9.5, Mr. GPG? 9.5 million is what they paid coming into his rookie. You know, to go from 2003 to 27, 4 years, 9.5. You know what they gave up. I know you're going to give me the rundown on what they gave up for this guy. They gave up so much. I mean, I can't believe it. I mean, I can just start with this before you get your take in. The guy only completed 59 of his passes last year. 59% of his passes. 59% of his passes. He threw 11 touchdowns, only 2,800 yards. 10 interceptions, 11 fumbles. 11 fumbles, Mr. GPG. 11 of them. 6 of them for a loss. So, I mean, tell me, we saw the class this year, this draft. Was Carolina, did they jump the gun last draft, giving up so much? I mean, I know you're going to break me down.
Oh, my goodness. Was BRYCE worth the price? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and break this down. Just like you said, we're going to break it down. All right. Because I personally think there's blame to be passed around. I'm not going to put this on the young brother, man. I'm just not going to put this on the young brother. I'm going to put this also on the organization that knew exactly what they was getting themselves into when they drafted this young man. They also knew that this young man was not no 6'5" Justin Herbert built quarterback. This is a young man, 5'11", 6 foot. You knew what you was going to have to do to protect this young man. You knew what you was going to have to do to put this man in a successful position, which is exactly what your job is. Now, let me tell you what these boys did. MP, listen to me. Now, Andy Dalton is the starter now, right? Andy Dalton is the starter. And congratulations. Clap your hands to Mr. Andy Dalton on what he did last week. He played ball. He did. He really took advantage. Hey, he took advantage of the opportunity, and I ain't mad at him.
I mean, he did what he's supposed to do, right? I mean, I'm a backup. Yeah.
There you go. You'd have did it. I'd have did it. Who wouldn't have done it? But let's take a look at what this organization did.
Okay.
This organization gave up their number one pick, DJ Moore.
Okay.
Their number one receiver, DJ Moore, who Bryce Young probably would have needed to throw the ball to. Okay? That's your best receiver. You gave him to the Chicago Bears. You also gave the Chicago Bears the first and second pick in the 2023 draft. Your first and second round pick in the 2023 draft. And you also gave up your first round pick in the 2024 draft. Guess who they used on that draft? Guess who they used on that pick? Mr. Caleb Williams.
Got to be a quarterback. Who else?
Mr. Caleb Williams out of USC. That's who they used with that pick. They also gave up their second round pick in 2025. So was BRYCE worth the price?
Was he pushed? I mean, the 9.5 mil wasn't a lot, but after you just said all what they did just to move up to get him, that hurts.
But you remember at the beginning. Now, I also started this off by saying I'm not just going to put this on the young brother that didn't perform like everybody.
I mean, now hold up now. I mean, okay, so I understand that. I mean, Mr. GPG, I understand that, but I have to go to what the numbers say, and the results show me that Andy Dalton came in didn't get no first rep snaps, none of that good stuff. And, you know, I just sat here and told you what this man rookie season was. And then you have Andy Dalton come in. Andy Dalton came in one game and threw for 319 yards. 3 touchdowns now.
Yes, he did.
Passing rating 120.4. Let's start. I mean, we have to start there. Now, we can talk about the organization, but is it a locker room thing? Is what I have to ask. I mean, you know, you went a little further than I did in sports. You played a lot of big ball. I played big ball too, but you went a little further. So you know how important it is to keep the locker room on your side. You think the offensive line think he's soft?
No, I don't think they think he's soft. But what I do think is this. Dalton's been in the league for a while. He's seen a lot more football than what Bryce Young has. That's all I'm saying. Now, I know what Andy Dalton was able to do in the other game. Like I said, congratulations. I take your hat off to him. Bryce Young was never able to accomplish what he did in one day. He was not. That's the reason why this question is so good. Was Bryce worth the price? Because you also think about what he would have been able to do with experience. You threw a rookie quarterback in there behind a suspect offensive line with suspect receivers because you gave up your number one, with a suspect running back. You gave him that's what you gave him. Now, Andy Dalton was able to succeed 1 week. Let's see what happens in the next week. Let's see what happens when a team has 1 week to prepare for Andy Dalton instead of Bryce Young. Let's just see. That's all I'm saying.
I understand that. I mean, but the man was taking a lot of sacks. I mean, we're going to move on, but he was taking a lot of sacks.
Absolutely.
And I didn't see Andy Dalton back wasn't on the turf as much, and if at all.
Not at all.
Like Bryce. So if that has anything to do with gameplay, that's offensive line want to block for somebody to me. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but we will see this week, like you said. And that's a good topic. Something to look out for on our next episode this Sunday.
Ep, what they talking about? They talking about what? They talking about sports. Oh, really? Well, this is all. Out on the field, the ball on courts.